Hello, welcome tonight to the Above and Beyond Cancer Education Series. We're so excited to have you. My name's Alissa McKinney, and I am the Executive Director for Above and Beyond Cancer. I know I cannot fill Dick's shoes, but I will try to make Dr. Deming proud. So I am excited to be here today, and we're excited to share an important topic. And as we think about our cancer care and as we think about how we can help ourselves, we're going to take a deep dive into meditation and learn more about the do's and the don'ts. And we're actually going to have an opportunity to even practice it. So I'm so excited to introduce Dr. Batra, who will be leading this discussion. And I will let him take it from here and we'll get going so we can learn more today.
Yeah, thank you for the kind introduction. I am, as Ashley mentioned, I am Dr. Batra. I'm a family physician. I work at MercyOne Family Medicine Residency Program, teaching residents. I've been trained in functional medicine and integrative medicine, and I practice more holistic mind, body, spirit medicine and incorporate meditation into my practice and recommend to my patient. I'm also accompanied by my colleague Lavanya. I would like her to introduce herself.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lavanya Vallabhaneni, and I work at Velara. I work as an systems engineer, business systems analyst, and I have been practicing this meditation from past 1.5 years. And we were currently doing almost completed our certification on the coach training sessions for this meditation. And I'm so glad to be here today.
Thank you, Lavanya. So I'm sure all of you must have heard about meditation and its benefit. So, so meditation is nothing but emptying our mind from all the thoughts and to go into the state of thoughtlessness. So this helps us to get us deep into ourselves and try to find our own original self. So meditation is a very simple process. You just focus on your breath. So we close the eyes, keep our hands, fingers interlocked, and then cross our ankles so that it locks the energy, and then we kind of focus on our breath. So when we are focusing on the breath, it actually helps us to disconnect from our thoughts and feelings, and also it helps us to disconnect from all the experiences that we have in the past. So most of the time we are having thoughts of the past, or we are worried about the future, and that keeps our mind busy. And each thought actually consumes energy. On an average we get about 50 to 70,000 thoughts every day, and the majority of those thoughts are may not be productive, and each thought consumes a lot of energy. So meditation helps us to quieten our mind, make our mind calm, so that we can focus. It has got benefits in different areas. It improves our physical vitality. It helps us focus better. It also improves our memory, decision making skill. It also helps us to be more mindful of our thoughts and feelings and our interactions with everybody. It also improves our perception about others, helps us to break the limiting belief that we have that sometimes prevents us from progressing further in life. So it opens up the whole new chapter and opportunities for you to explore and find the solutions that you might be facing in our life. So, George, can you go to the next slide? So most of the time we are stuck either in the past or in the future, and that keeps us our mind occupied. So meditation is nothing but keeping our mind quiet by emptying our mind from all the thoughts. I have been practicing only for about last 4 months, and I have noticed that a lot of benefit. I am more calmer, more I am able to appreciate people. I'm more mindful of my emotions and thoughts. I appreciate everything around me and try to find the meaning of all the interactions that I have, and has also helped me to improve the empathy towards the people. So go to the next slide, George. So as this slide mentions, it is a simple process of observing your breath and emptying the mind from all the thoughts. And when you empty your mind from all the thoughts, what you experience is this emptiness. So this emptiness is nothing but energy, and this is the energy that you have inside you, which you are able to connect with the quantum energy which all surrounds us all the time. So we develop the process of tapping into this universal quantum energy force, or life force, that provides us the energy and the direction and the guidance. So now next slide, please. So meditation is not an intellectual process. It is not a process of concentration. It is not contemplation. Next slide, George. So meditation is not chanting mantras or doing a prayer or worship. It is not doing yoga or exercise or walking. It is not self hypnosis. It is not another relaxation technique. It is not the mind control. So yoga is is it's a state of being, rather state of doing. So you are not doing anything. You are just observing your breath, and just by observing your breath, you are able to focus and be mindful. Next slide. Yeah. So meditation uh, causes a lot of changes, structural and functional changes in our brain. The top part of the brain, which is called the neocortex, it is a it is an area that controls our thinking and decision making, whereas the lower part of the brain, which is called a subconscious brain, comprises of two main parts called amygdala and also hippocampus. So amygdala is the area of the brain which stores all your past memories, whereas the hippocampus stores all the past experiences. So all the emotions and thoughts are buried in the subconscious mind. So most of the time, when we are uh, taking action in day-to-day life, those actions and behaviors are influenced by our past experiences. So we are most of the time we are doing things automatically without understanding, because that is how we have always done. So uh, so meditation shows changes in the structure of the brain. So normally the yeah, you can go back. So the brain actually has neurons, or the cells of the brain are called neurons, and the neurons talk to each other by network of nerve endings, and these nerve endings are conducting impulses in the form of electricity, and this electricity can be recorded in the form of EEG. So brain waves, there are different kind of brain waves, and they have different frequency of the electricity. It ranges from 0 to 100. So they have studied that the monks who do meditation regularly, they are able to change their brain waves. So when we are awake, for example, right now you are all listening to me, so you are in the beta, the brain wave that you are in is a low beta waves, which is state of awakening and alertness. Whereas whenever you are in anger or frustration, that beta wave is higher, all right, and that consumes more energy. But when you go to sleep, you go into lower frequency brain waves called alpha waves. So this is the time when you feel calm and tranquility, and this is the phase wherein you get more inspiration. when you go into deeper theta waves, it is even slower than alpha waves, and it is a area, it is a state of deep relaxation and the dreamful state. This is a state when detoxification happens. When we have good night sleep, you feel refreshed in the morning. This is because your brain is able to detoxify and cleanse it. So this is the state of theta waves. And when you are even in a deeper phase of relaxation, it is known as a delta wave. So that delta wave, during this phase, you get intuitions and in dreamlike state, and often you get some signals. So this is the state wherein it helps you understand the possibilities that you might be facing in your life. So you can answer get the answers to your questions during this phase. So next slide, please. So meditation is very important to help change your belief system. Next slide, George. So in this slide, you can see that the marine researcher did an experiment wherein they placed a barracuda fish in a tank, and also put another small fish, and immediately the big fish ate away the small fish. But the researcher then divided this tank into two compartments, wherein by placing a glass partition. So on one side was barracuda, and the other side was the small fish. So barracuda fish tried to eat the small fish, but every time it would attack the small fish, it would bounce off from that glass pane. So it tried multiple times, but then it kind of gave up. It learned that it is futile to attack that small fish. There was no point. So researchers subsequently removed that glass pan and the partition, and they found that barracuda even did not attack the fish, because it knew that there's no point attacking the small fish. All right. So this experiment demonstrates that the belief system is very powerful. Here, in this experiment, barracuda believed that there's no point going on the other side, because it would be bounced off by the glass partition. So what we do in our life, belief system plays a very big role, and our belief system is influenced throughout our life by different environment or circumstances. For example, when we are young, our belief system is influenced by our parents. When we go to school, our teachers influence our belief system. When we are teenagers, then our peers, as a teenager peers, influence our decision. When we go out in the college, our other friends influence us. And when we go for an employment, then our workplace, our employers, our colleagues, they also influence our belief system. So we keep on accumulating all the experiences in our life, which shapes our belief system. Some of the belief system may be good and empowering, so that will let us progress to the next level, that will help us believe in ourselves and overcome the challenges. Whereas some of the belief system could be negative, and it will limit us from progressing in our life. So belief system may be justified and rational, or it can be irrational, because it is the assumption or the perception that we make in our life. So belief system is very powerful for us to move on, and meditation helps us to unlearn those limiting belief system. It helps us it convinces us that there are unlimited potentials, for us to grow. And by making changes in the brain. Next slide, please, Josh. So, as I had mentioned earlier, so the top part of the brain is called the neocortex. It is also known as a conscious mind, whereas the lower part of the brain is called the limbic system or subconscious brain. So subconscious mind is controlled by conscious mind. So meditation helps us to develop new connections between the conscious mind and subconscious mind. It 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 helps to regress the size of the subconscious mind so that our conscious mind can have the rational decision making power. Next slide, please. So this is another slide that shows that we need to overcome our limiting belief system in order for us to progress in our life. Next slide. So this slide shows that by with meditation we can change our thoughts and beliefs, and we can control our conscious mind so that we are overcoming the limiting belief from the subconscious mind. Next slide, please. So there are structural changes happening in the brain through meditation, and this is also known as a neuroplasticity. So meditation helps us to change those brain cells and brain connection in a more positive way. And Buddha CEO Foundation, they had a 40-day training program wherein they did the survey of these participants after that 40-day meditation program, and they found significant improvement in different areas. Yeah, next slide, please, John. So no matter what the circumstances we might face in our life, uh, how we respond to those circumstances determines the outcome. If you are courageous to face those challenges, you come out more victorious and with more self confidence and more improvement in your performance. Next slide. So the researcher did an experiment wherein they were told that this inhaler might be containing an allergen, and they wanted to make sure that asthma patients don't have any side effect from this inhaler. But in fact, that inhaler contained only water vapor. It did not have any specific chemicals that could have hurt. But they found that when the participants used that inhaler, they reacted adversely because they were told that there is a possibility that there could be an allergen. Similarly, they also did experiment wherein they were told that this inhaler is the latest medication. It is very powerful, and we would like to test it out. And although it contained water vapor, most of the participants reacted positively. So it is the power of belief system. If you believe that this medication is good and is going to help me, I think the outcome is going to be much better. Next slide. Yeah. So our thoughts create reality. So there is a law of quantum physics wherein there are unlimited possibilities, for us, that are waiting for us to tap into. So meditation helps us to connect our state of emptiness, which is nothing but the soul consciousness. So we can connect with that quantum energy and tap into the resources that we have. Next slide. So meditation helps to lower the stress, and also it increases the mental well-being. So normally we are always in the fight and flight response. We are always worrying about the next task, or either worried about past or worried about future. We are never enjoying the present moment. We are never in the present situation. So we are always fighting in fight and flight mode. So this can cause a lot of anxiety and depression and many illnesses like heart disease and asthma, IBS. So this is also known as a sympathetic override. When we are in the fight and flight mode, that means our sympathetic nervous system is overactive. There need to be a good balance between sympathetic and parasympathetic activity. The parasympathetic activity helps us to slow down and rest and regenerate, whereas sympathetic activity breaks down our system. It makes us more prone to illness. It decreases our immunity. So meditation does help with lowering the stress. Next slide. So when you are doing meditation, you improve your emotional regulations. That means you are more aware and mindful of your own thoughts and emotions, and also you are more mindful of others' thoughts and emotions too, and you are more receptive to other people too. It improves your relationship with everybody else, and you are more mindful in your actions and also day-to-day interaction, right? So it improves the emotional regulation, improves your relationship with your colleagues, your family member, and also the society in general. So after that 40-day program, Buddha CEO participants found that they had found significant improvement in the physical health, the productivity, because they were able to have more focus. Yeah, they were able to concentrate better. They had more energy. So also their relationship improved, their problem solving skill improved. So meditation helps all areas of our health, including the physical health, the intelligence health, the emotional health, and also moral health and spiritual health. So meditation actually helps us in all areas. Next slide. So now we are actually going to experience meditation. So all of you can kind of, as I had mentioned earlier, we will close our eyes, and we need to keep our facial muscles relaxed. And we need, if you're wearing glasses, remove your glasses. So we need to just close our eyes and cross the fingers and cross the legs at the ankle, and we will keep our facial muscles quite relaxed, and we are just going to focus at the tip of our nose, and we are going to observe our breath. The breath will come in, breath will go out. We are doing nothing, we are just observing our breath. During this process, the thoughts will come and will come and go, but we don't need to react on the thoughts. We don't have to interpret the thought. Don't need to inhibit. We are just going to observe thought like the waves in the ocean, without reacting to our thoughts. So I'm going to play that guided meditation.
Please keep your mobile phones on the airplane mode or something, or mute.
90%. Connected to iPhone 227.
We are going into powerful group meditation. We are going into breath mindfulness meditation. With your eyes closed, fingers crossed into each other, rest your hands comfortably in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. Our goal is to empty the mind. When we observe our breath, the mind becomes empty. open exhalation. Be with your breath. Become one with the in-breath and the out-breath, and allow yourself to slowly become empty of all thoughts in your mind. It is natural to have thoughts when you get to observing your breath and allow yourself to slowly become empty. As your mind is becoming empty, allow yourself to experience the total emptiness inside of you, all around you. The longer we are in this empty more we channelize the energy into our gentlest present moment, the more we develop mindfulness. And the more we allow our body to function at its natural best. Merging your breath, merging to the emptiness all around. As your mind is becoming empty, allow yourself to experience the emptiness, the blackness, where there's no body, where there's no thing, in no place and no time. All emptiness is energy. This is the field of infinite quantum field of energy. Allow yourself to stay connected to this emptiness, that void, as you're merging your breath. The more you are in this emptiness, the more cleaner you become, the more intuitive you become. At this time, I would like you to express gratitude to all things and everybody. Gratitude is the highest state of receivership. Give thanks to your parents, your teachers, your mentors, your family, your friends, your colleagues, everybody in your life. Can you express gratitude to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals? Be grateful to everything you, the technology, the system, the company, the government that support you. Your gratitude to yourself and to this intelligent universe for helping us experience life more. Slowly recollect your experiences from the session, and whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, and then you may open your eyes.
Excellent.
How did you feel? Any kind of experiences? Did you notice any?
All it was in an ocean,
Mm.
That's good.
like we're all, kind of colors.
Hmm.
But yeah, it felt really good. And towards the end, I got to see my family on the other side,
Yeah.
and they're greeting even the animals that passed
Yes.
through my cancer.
Mm.
Were there, and the ones that are now present, helping me through whatever journey I'm in.
Wonderful.
That's
Wow,
nice.
it's very powerful.
It's
Yeah.
powerful. It's very
Mm.
powerful. I did feel the energies because by doing like a 1.5 years, I'm able to sense the energies when they're group energies. And today I felt there is a lot of energies. I can feel that sensation with this group.
Oh yeah. I mean, I felt the warmth.
Can we have a slide, please? The next one.
Mhm.
Yes, that explains the.
Mhm. Next one.
The next one. Yes. So the lightness of the body. So these are all the situations that anybody can feel, or it couldn't be anything too. Lightness of the body, heaviness in the body movements, like feeling any pains in the body, and like floating sensation, like non-existence of the body parts. Sometimes we feel that there is no hands or legs existing to us. Seeing colors, as you just mentioned, seeing colors, visions, like there might be like a deep feeling, emotions to somebody. They wanted to be very joyous situation. They
Very last one for me.
The last one. Well, for me,
Good.
it was like I felt a pinch on this chair,
Mm.
but once I focused on what was being said, it's like I didn't even feel it. I mean, somebody
Yes.
could poke a needle
Yeah.
on me. I probably would even, probably now I would feel it, but not
Right.
at the moment
Yes.
during the meditation. I thought, wow. And I felt good.
It's wonderful.
That's the energy flowing. Yeah.
Yeah, I did feel it from the ground
Yeah.
up, and then it coming back down.
Yes.
And it was kind of like, part of me was like, was I hot flashing or is this not? Because then it kind of cooled me down, and I was like, oh, what's going on here? And I mean, it was a good feeling. But I'm glad you explained that a little bit more, because I was like, what's going on with me? So,
Nice.
Well, I would say I don't know. Like, I just have a hard time being still.
Mhm.
Mm.
And so just making myself focus on,
Mm-hmm.
I always move my foot.
Mhm.
And so, like, not moving.
Right. Right.
And, I'm thinking about, oh, I need to do this tomorrow. And, then I'd go back.
Right.
But it's that intentional practice. But
Mm-hmm.
it's a challenge for
Right.
me. It
That's right.
really is.
Right. But that's common. That's common. Thoughts always come.
Mm.
And even for many years of meditators, thoughts come in. And we have to make sure we have that practice of focusing on the breath. And that's how it gets stable.
Yeah, for me, pre-pandemic, I did practice meditation quite a bit. Since that time, however, been pretty rare. So this was really challenging for me today, and I've also had a problem of falling asleep very easily, and so I was really fighting that for maybe the first half of this. And then I finally kind of settled in and colors. So it was pretty cool.
Excellent.
what hertz was this at? The sound waves. I could tell there were megahertz in there, but do you know exactly what it was?
The waves that I showed.
Yeah.
So those are the waves that are recorded on a special machine called EEG, like an EKG of the heart.
Oh, uh-huh.
So they put those electrodes on the top of the head, and then they capture the electrical activity of the brain.
Oh.
So that is also EEG also is helpful to diagnose epilepsy. The same machine they use, because somebody has epilepsy, your brain waves are uncontrolling, firing, rapidly, So that's how they record, electrical activity of the brain. So those are the same machine, but meditation helps to slow down so you can recharge and reconnect. So those lower frequency waves are better, for your mindfulness, and for your health.
Oh, wow. Because I tried that on YouTube, many types
Yes,
of
yeah.
levels. And also for my cats, there's actually
yes.
I think it's five something,
Right.
but and it will calm them down.
Yes,
But also me too, because they're taking a nap and so am I. But that's actually a good feeling.
that's right.
But it's interesting how certain tones
Yes,
rate that.
that's correct.
When you're talking about brain waves, when you're asleep and they're slowing way down, what does it look like when you're dreaming?
Yeah, when you're dreaming, it is the deep, theta, waves, so you
It
are
still
slowing down.
stays
Yeah,
deep.
yeah. So that deep is the dreamful state. That is where most healing happens. And sometimes and sometimes spontaneous healing happens, and intuition happens when you're in deep sleep. Sometimes you have some kind of vivid memory, and some signals. For example, if you're looking for some answer, that is the stage wherein you will find answers. Yeah, it is spontaneous.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah,
I dream a lot.
right. I thought that, and that's good. The people who dream a lot, that means they are getting very refreshing sleep, and they are detoxifying. The brain is detoxifying well. Patients, for example, who have sleep apnea, they have disturbed sleep. So they may have difficulty, with that detoxification of the brain, and therefore they're not very restful, when they wake up in the morning, if they are not using the machine.
Good news.
So you're talking about not reflecting of the past, but during this meditation, there were good memories of my
Yes.
childhood
Right.
and fun things.
Yes.
Where I grew up, we got a lot of snow, and it's like I remember my brothers tossing me into snow and thought, "Oh, that's fun," and I was terrified because I was like, "How do I get out of this?" But it was actually a good
Yes.
memory, and I'm thinking, "Where did that come from?"
Right. Right.
You know.
So yeah,
Uh,
that's the, you can have good and bad memory. If you have negative experiences, this is Mother Nature's way of protecting you. Those deep memories are negative experiences are suppressed. But sometimes it can have adverse effect. Because you might have other symptoms, but that might be related. You might have, for example, digestive issue symptoms or rheumatoid arthritis, but it could be reflection of all those buried emotions, and memories which are not come to the surface, and you're not dealt with that conflict situation. Yeah.
Yeah. Can we go to the next slide, please? Okay. So here we have how meditation is helping for the holistic growth of ourself. It increases like all the PQ, IQ, EQ, MQ, and SQ, where IQ is the intelligent quotient of the human body, and EQ is an emotional quotient where it acts with that the relationships of understanding people, understanding others, and how we interact within the relationship, and also the physical quotient, which always involves in the health, our mental abilities, and all of that comes under the physical quotient. And the moral quotient experience is always with the morality of what we have, like how compassionate, how empathetic, and how all of that moral quotient feelings that we are having. And the spiritual quotient is definitely what is definitely needed with this, and this meditation is definitely going to help us to improve in all of these quotients. And the older self of us being stressful is going to move us to the joy state, and the older self of us being in the fixed mind is going to change us to the growth mindset, and the blaming nature is going to be taking the ownership of the things happened, and from scarcity we will be going to the abundance, and also like thinking just with the mind will turn into thinking with the heart as well, with lot of the heart and brain coherence. It's going to act with this meditation. Next slide, please. And I would just like to cover a minute with the foundation story of Buddha CEO. Buddha CEO is one of the wing that is under the PSSM, which is Pyramids Spiritual Society Movements, which has always been a non-profit entity, the same as Buddha CEO as well. The founder of Buddha CEO is Chandra Pulamarsetti. He is a former founder of IBM. He had started this foundation. It's a non-profit entity, provides a lot of transformative scientific meditation wisdoms, techniques to all the leaders aspiring in the compassionate and a friendly environment. And they also do a lot of workshops and lot of conferences. Workshops include a 40-day of public events and 21-day of youth programs. They also conduct a lot of retreats. They do a lot of global national conferences, a lot of advanced meditation retreats. Example, like we have an advanced meditation retreat happened this year in Mount Shasta, California, led by this Buddha CEO Foundation. And they also work with a lot of volunteers, and their main goal is to explore and provide all this spiritual meditation manifestation, all of these techniques to the world, with all the community, all the compassion and empathy. Next slide, please. Yeah, definitely stress is the number one reason for the illness. And as we all know, 90% of the human health issues are related to the psychosomatic issues. And there are a lot of research studies which has been explained that. And next slide, please. And as Dr. Batra already mentioned, how we are always being ready to be in the fight mode. Like our intelligent body always responds to that external threats. Like, for example, if you're just going to the park or a bit of a forest of woods, like just if you see a black bear sometime coming over, even it doesn't do anything, you just try to find for a stick. Like you already your subconscious mind is saying that being in a flight or flight mode. So what happens is it activates, by doing this meditation, it activates the sympathetic nervous system. The cortisol and adrenaline are dumped into our body. The amygdala, the feeling center, is more active. So we will be a little more calmer in these situations, and we will be try to overcome that. Next slide, please. Yeah, that's the same thing. Our modern lifestyle covers all of that. And this one, meditation lowers stress and deactivates that flight and flight mode. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system and brings the calmness and restness to our body and mind. And this meditation elevates our immune system, and also it helps us on the anti-aging as well. Yeah, next slide, please. And this meditation definitely improves the mental health significantly with the relaxation responses. If you can see that picture, the left side of that shows how a stress response with the body, how it is acting with a person who doesn't meditate. I don't know if you can zoom it, or were you all able to see that? Okay, and the right side of that picture shows you how the response, how that is going, the relaxation response within the body is going to do. There are a lot of benefits with that meditation. On the right side of the picture, if you see how that alpha, theta, delta brainwave patterns are increasing, and how it lowering the blood pressure, how the anxiety and depression are going to melt away, how the digestion improves, emotional intelligence, and the DNA telomeres. So basically, within the days passing, that telomerase is one of the chromosome that has gets shortens within the day by day activities, and with this meditation, that is going to be enlarged, and it's going to repair a lot of the DNAs within the body. Back to the slide one more. Yeah, and there are much more benefits here. How the hormones are going to be normalized, and even it helps controlling the addiction of lot of other habits as well. Releasing a lot of toxins within the body, positive thinking, all of that. Whatever all you're seeing on the right hand side, or all the benefits of that relaxation response within the body, having all the stress hormones reduced. These are all the benefits that we are going to see with it. So that's the before meditation and after meditation pictures. Yeah, and I think this Batra already covered which is not meditation and which is meditation. And in this slide, it explains you how meditation improves the mental health significantly with relaxation responses, and how the feel-good hormones are increased by the meditation. The dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins, all the hormones which will be definitely released and benefit our human body, and the health benefits with all of that. With the dopamine, whenever we feel the gratitude and whenever we win small things, the dopamine is going to be released. With the meditation, relationships, and the hugging, helping feelings, the oxytocin is going to be produced, and the serotonin it's a feel good hormones like meditation and yoga, breathing, running, all this will be increased with that serotonin. And endorphins, the pain relief, meditation, laughter, dancing, and all of these helps that particular endorphins. Next slide, please. This one, meditation develops several mind powers. If you can see there are like storing power, access power, concentration power, reading power, learning power, creative power, and thought power. All of these are the powers that we have within our human body. Whereas the first one, the storing power and the access power, it improves due to the hippocampus, limbic brain repair, and the growth. Whereas the concentration power, reading power, and learning power is going to be increased with due to the thickening of the cerebral prefrontal cortex, and creativity, the creative power and the thought power are going to be increased due to the neural pathways. So due to this, a lot of the mind power is going to be generated, and it helps us to increase the concentration, and the focus is going to be generated, which is going to help us to focus on the one pointedness. Next slide, please. Yeah, definitely meditation improves performance significantly. With all of these, we will be gaining a lot of extra time, and with this meditation power, we will be having the capacity to do the work within the shorter period of time. Like if we have a work that we have been struggling for 2 hours, like if you can try to sit, relax, do the meditation for 10 minutes, there are a lot of scientific research that the work has been done within the shorter period of time. So it definitely increases the efficiency, better response to the situations. Whenever something situation happens, instead of reacting, it helps us to respond in a nicer way. Yeah, the last one here is abundant life. Thoughts create our reality. It's a great concept, and Buddha CEO Foundation offers 40-day sessions, and also there are some shorter 5-day sessions for the manifestation, which explains the thoughts create the reality concept. However, whatever the thought we have in our mind, and we add the meditation and visualization for that thoughts becomes reality in the quantum science of physics. Next slide. Yeah, so this is Neil Bohr, the quantum physicist, has mentioned that everything we call real is made up of things that cannot be regarded as real. Yeah, and if you can see here how it explains deep inside everything is made up of subatomic particles. So if you can remember the human body, how the human body hierarchy is, inside the body we have organs, and we have a lot of tissues, and inside that we have cells, we have molecules, we have atoms, and inside the atoms we have subatomic particles. Inside that subatomic particles we have protons, electrons, and neutrons. And within that subatomic particles, it has been proved that there is 99.999 of emptiness. So when we with this meditation, we travel inside our body, and that emptiness is what something which is related to the quantum physics, which is what happening in the universe currently. It's a big field of energy waves wherever interconnected to each other. At subatomic particle level, everything, both waves and particles, leading many possibilities. Yeah, can go to the next slide. And the type of limiting beliefs, as Dr. Batra already mentioned, limiting belief is one of the belief that we have, and which has been deep rooted inside our subconscious mind. It could be because of many reasons. It could be because of failures, the past failures, or a deep hurting that happened to ours, like a kind of a traumas that might happen in the past. There might be some scarcity for the future. A lot of things is having that is going to have, that's the reason that's going to have in our limiting belief system in the subconscious mind. The examples of the limiting beliefs you can see here is people sometimes think that whatever I do, it's not going to be successful. They have that limiting belief within themselves. I have to work so hard to get into something in life. Somebody, they can just look at somebody and they can think that, okay, that person is so lucky, I'm not lucky enough as him. I have to work so hard to reduce weight. And I used to have that limiting belief too. So a lot of limiting beliefs are stopping us to move forward in our life. So this meditation definitely helps us to overcome all of that, such situations. Next slide, please.
And we are going to have to wrap up just real quick.
Yes,
Okay.
it's almost done.
Okay.
And the types of thoughts we have here is positive, negative, disastrous, and miraculous thoughts. And definitely this meditation is going to help us to suppress that disastrous thoughts and negative thoughts, and give us that positive vibes within ourselves. The last slide It talks about the manifestation process, how the 5 points of manifestation, one pointedness is going to help us, and openness to possibilities. When you wanted to do something, we think that okay, that is the only way we get it, but there might be a lot of other possibilities around us. We might get that from. We have to open to the possibilities, and you have to always visualize the future. I know one of our friend here, he just mentioned he have a lot of dreams, but adding the dreams with visualization and meditation will help to grab the reality within that. And reprogramming the limiting beliefs and expressing the gratitude is what we have done at the end of the meditation. That is very, very important. That is the universal key to get back the transformation of the lives. I think that's all we have for today.
Well, great. Thank you both so much. This was so fascinating. And I can totally see how this would be really helpful for people on their cancer journey and their caregivers as they're dealing with things after cancer, living with cancer, and what a difference that this could be another tool to help them have those better outcomes. And I really love that idea of visualizing those positive things. So
Thank you.
we just want to thank everyone for joining us today. As Dr. Deming always says, it's a great day to be alive. And also just wishing everyone a happy Thanksgiving with the holidays coming up. And just we will see you again next time. Just thank you to everyone that's tuned in today.
Thank you for everybody
you.
for attending this session. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.